Nutbush, Tennessee, the hometown of Danny Smith and Warfare Racing. Danny has a rich history in the sport of rock racing, and this year he will lay it all on the line for a chance to be the National Rock Racing Association champion.
Sure would look good on a fireman's calendar.
What is he? Can you eat burgers?
Nah, I just want to stay with
It's humid out here.
Can't check those. Guess we'll can't check the front ones, so we won't check those this time. They need to be spun around in the chassis.
What
The top of the shock.
You are going to do it?
Spin the shock around? No.
No, I was going to say.
Going racing, bud.
Rock Park in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. We have an awesome crowd of people out here. It's just a sea of faces over there.
For the first time in nearly a decade, a race was canceled because of weather. So we kicked the season off at Windrock Off-Road Park.
Is here to win. All gas, no brakes. That's a fast time. Man, oh man. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. I had to switch up the flow. Show you the way that it go. God is good, but his life is hard. But it gets better when you grind it smart. I'm just really trying to leave a mark. We tired of being who they say we are. That's the baton, we gon' take it far. Always been real, we don't fake it all. Tired of 9 to 5. Just make enough to survive. Only living on the weekends. You really thinking that's why I'm alive? Busting out the scenes, time to live my dreams. Do the things deep inside of me. This life, it continues with fighting me. But I don't have quitting inside of me. I will not jump in these boxes they throwing me. Talking to God and there's so much he's showing me. Shaping me, growing me, taking me sowing seeds. A growing tree, y'all get a load of me. Yeah, don't let them slowing me. I get the bag like a grocery. I'm on my grind like I'm supposed to be. And I do not care if you notice me. I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted, exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. This isn't a robbery. This is the staff, you gotta drink. Learn nothing was blocking me. I was the problem, the only one stopping me. I didn't like it, I had to refocus. Now I'm devoted, I know where I'm going. Controlling emotions, I'm owning the moment. In order to get it, see, you gotta want it. This type of flow make a living break. Confessions over these 808s. Don't sleep on the kid, better stay away. I'm in it for heaven's sake. I'ma be the best. Came from the endless. I ain't with the games, bitch with the chance. Beating on my chest, trying to get my rest. Watch me while I flex. Every win is a blessing, and every L is a lesson. So when I run into rejection, I know it's only redirection. I see the blessings right beside me. The chances of quitting are likely. I do it like I'm in my Nikes. Don't make excuses, they never excite me. Boxes, boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted, exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. Quitting was never an option. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Drive before the race?
No, they said before the race. What? Steal his fucking bumps up in the back. So they fucking match.
On March 27th, we arrived at Wildcat Off-Road Park. Little did we know this event would be near catastrophic for one of our own. It would affect Danny and all of the drivers and everybody in attendance.
Okay, we got the Danny Smith. Big prayers for his mom. Win a race. Let's go.
I'm Matt Holt. I'm here with the Danny Smith. Obviously, we got a little soggy day out here doing some racing. Course one went well. Where are you sitting at for the overall for the podium?
I was told second. I haven't seen any official times,
okay.
So without 100% knowing, we'll just stay as fast as I can, try to keep tires on the ground and hooking, and get it out the top and see what that can land me.
And I said we've seen a couple side-by-sides on that big rock. A couple made it out, a couple not so good.
But there's only one West King, man.
That's true, that is true. So what's your plan for that? Hope pin it down and hope it makes it, or?
I'm going to try to drive like West King.
I don't want to jinx it, but
so he did pretty well on it so far.
It's raining less now.
Side-by-side.
That's a good thing.
We've raced on this course before, but they kind of knocked off some of our
right.
Yeah, I didn't make that race.
We're still going to have that t-shirt contest you wanted, ma'am.
But I think it's doable, for sure. Yeah, I think we'll take several of them out the top.
Yeah, hope so.
Can't have commitment issues on this one.
No, definitely not. Any updates you done to the buggy this year?
powder coat, fresh motor, fresh transmission, clean the transfer case out, got all the sparklies out of it, fill it back over with your oil.
All right.
New tires, go for it. New tires.
That's good. That's good. Go Forth helps out a lot of our racers. So.
Oh yeah. It was a long process, but aside from that, that was the same buggy. This looks different. New wrap.
New wrap.
New headers.
New headers.
Yeah.
That's good.
The other ones just weren't. You couldn't work on it.
Yeah.
It's like a distributor cap went bad or rotor's on. I'd be out of the race.
Really?
Now I can just pop it off.
Handy. Handy. So
you're gonna win it. You're gonna win the championship. You gotta be able to make moves.
And
fast.
you were in that battle last year, doing pretty well, but
yeah, it's finals. If I would have completed the fourth hill, I'd have knocked Bubba out of third, and I think that put me. I think I ended finals 2 points away from being able to take Northern and Southern Series from Timmy. Aside from that, which I couldn't do because that wasn't in that series, but that's close enough. It's fun. I had a good season.
Yeah, anytime you're on the podium at any race, that's pretty amazing feeling.
It's hard to do.
Especially with obviously competitors are getting better, the buggies are advancing drastically each year, so it's always great to be on the podium, especially with as tough competitors that we have here.
Everybody's competitive here. You don't show up here and go home with it easy. Never.
That run, Wes would win the day. He would go on to be severely burned racing on a bounty hill.
How'd you meet Wes King?
Rock bands. Yeah. I don't remember the first place or time though, like oddly. I feel like it was just kind of we were both there at the same place and just probably was standing in the same crowd and I intervened at some point and was kind of talking directly at him or something and I don't know. I don't even know if we were ever formally introduced as hi, I'm Danny. Hey, I'm Beth. It was just kind of I guess we figured out who each other was.
Just were.
Just, yeah.
The race at Wildcat and Wes's injuries shook the entire series to its core, but we all knew that he would want us to get back to racing, so that's what we did. tough start to the year. Mid-America was next.
Not about that. Now I'm being online like, yes, I'm gonna crash that. He said, but it's close. All the plastic's gone for sure. It's gonna be a quiet race day now. The entire course, I'm not going to be able to watch that. You got a sneaker too? Yeah. You're legit, dude. That's really good. Looks tight. Looks tight. At least you're 5/8 in your presentation. All right, Jack.
I could come back and put zip ties on all the ends of the bolts and nuts there.
What's something out of that?
They knew. That's a new bolt stretch.
Apparently, put some Loctite to the stand quarter turn action. No. 4.5 from the gear to the line with rust. That sounds like it's got deep up shots on it. What do you?
We had a tough start to the season. Texas was canceled due to weather, rain at Wildcat, Wes's accident, and now rain at Mid-America. But these drivers are tough. They're passionate about this sport. They care about seeing their fellow racers compete at their best. It's all about the chase for the podium.
What are you working on?
Oh, I had some rear steer issues. Wasn't self-centered, so I didn't want to go too fast over all the jumps and stuff. There's a loose plug in the back. Right on the mud.
And coming in first place with a smoking time on both hills, again, 0.3 seconds faster than second place, but combined time for today, Danny Smith.
Hello. Hi. Can I get a mugshot? Hey, this would be a great mugshot.
First and foremost, I want to thank, it's this side of it. First, look, I'm turning myself in. Just let me talk. First and foremost, I want to thank the good Lord above for keeping each and every one of us safe. Spectators, drivers, everybody on the hill helping. Everybody, we keep praying for Wes. And huge competition out there today. Each and every driver did a great job. I want to thank my guys that come with me and help me keep this buggy together and on the hill. All my friends that walk and give me pointers and, you know, the whole 9 yards. I couldn't do without either one of you. And just thank everybody for what y'all do. All my sponsors, couldn't do without any of you. Love y'all. Thank you.
Oh, gear roll?
We all had 5-gallon buckets gear roll. How about 89? Looks wonderful. Only premium products for my race car. Yeah, it's just got a plug on the block.
Okay, what size is that plug? Because the 440 don't work on my block.
I had no idea it was in there when I bought it. Well, when Adam Ringer bought it for me, so. There ain't nothing in my buggy that looks plug.
Spraying it? Spraying?
Let's hear the story though.
You said what now?
I filmed some of it.
Did you get that one? Some folks just say they've been wheeling a long time. We was wheeling a while before that. We was in pretty much. Y'all guaranteed that. Big Jeff said, when I could hold my head up, we were riding.
Fast lane from Hotel California on Steve.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwin' the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stabbing, I'm 10-2. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told them this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told them put a check up in my hands. Boy got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the raps. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride till the hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen a rap on the dash. They ain't catching up, dog, I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues. Told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league.
Go for it, like my head's I was like, wow! What did I do to him? When he landed in the buggy shit, he roasted. I'm talking about one big. Come on! Here's my $1.
Danny Smith.
First and foremost, I want to thank the good Lord above, bringing us all out here, keeping the spectators safe, keeping the drivers safe. I want to thank Clyde and everybody for just putting on such a good event, and the staff at Dirty Turtle. Doubled down, come off a win at Oklahoma, pulled it off again this weekend. It's an honor to stand up here with you two gentlemen. Y'all are mean drivers. It's not an easy feat to be up here. And thank my woman at home. She's working 7 in a row because we're getting married next weekend. It's just an all-around good weekend. Enjoyed it. Thanks, everybody. And keep praying for Wes King. We love him. Can't wait to see him back out here.
Big Jeff, we were. I had the shirt for the longest. I don't know what happened to it. It might be at my mom's house, but it literally had like one of his mud trucks airbrushed on it.
Nice.
It said Muddy Buddies. We had matching shirts.
Nice. I like that.
It's good stuff.
It's cool you had that relationship with your dad, man.
Yeah. We're pretty tight. Talk every day.
Yep.
Multiple times a day.
Yep.
He literally would call me just to tell me he farted sometimes, I think. At least we joke about it. I'd rather...
Jeff, I'm definitely putting that in the video.
I'd rather him call me and tell me he farted than not have a relationship with Pops.
Oh, dude, absolutely. Absolutely.
It is.
Yep.
Big Jeff's the reason we're probably headed to a race right now, because he got me into this off-roading mess when I was very, very young.
Yep.
Not that I remember, but he says as soon as I could hold my head up on my own, I was mud driving.
He was driving? That's like,
standing in his lap, driving through the woods.
Yep.
Or almost falling out of the window trying to watch the tire. My favorite thing was I would, he used to scoot the bench seat up in his old Dodge or Ford, whatever we were mud riding, and I would stand behind him and lean out the window behind his head and watch the tires spin in the mud. And he would, grab me by the face and pull me back in when he was about to gas on it so he didn't blast me with mud.
Yep. That's awesome.
And then that turned into driving his mud trucks, standing in his lap, and then that turned into me driving them by myself as a kid and coming back with a fresh set of doors torn off the truck that he had just went and got from the junkyard with good mirrors on them and everything, and I completely, missed a turn and wiped them out. And then it turned into tearing his trucks up, and then that turned into, I'm tired of you tearing my truck up, it's time to get your own.
Yeah.
So.
What was your first
Samurai.
rig? Samurai? Yeah. Yep. You like them Samurais?
I was 12 or 13.
Wow.
Saved up, bought my first Samurai. Had to help with some, friends. I think my dad loaned me, I don't remember really. I think my dad loaned me the money to buy the Samurai, and I paid him back. And then I bought the engine rebuild kit for it, and we built a motor for it. Steve, that was there, Boberg, he bought my, with no intention of me paying him back, because I was 13 years old, but he bought my first set of 33, 10, 50, 15 boggers that we put on it, and it started progressing from there to taking geo-tracker front diffs and swapping the side gears in them and put them in Samurai housings to get, because a standard shift geo-tracker with a 16 valve is factory 513 gears. And it just so happens they're interchangeable into a Samurai, and that's a front diff only. Well, they're matching gears front and rear, but the front diff will literally unbolt out of the IFS and bolt straight into Samurai, and the front axles will spline straight in. You have to change the spider gears in the rear to get that same setup in the rear axle. So that's what we did after burning up about 15 clutches. NR Rallies gave me my money back on clutches. And then I think we saved up, I put a center force clutch in it. It wouldn't slip the clutch no more. It would just stall the motor. If it ever got, overloaded, it wouldn't spin the tire. Just progressed from there. I literally couldn't tell you how many Samurais I've had. I forgot about Samurais that I've had.
So is that why you like a Razor, or you guys have a Can-Am? Is that why you like that? Because it's that size?
No,
but a little more agile?
I like the agility.
Right.
But I just, I was big into riding four-wheelers, and I used to climb hills on four-wheelers and stuff.
Yeah.
And then while we were building Warfare, I think it was, or right before, it was right before we built Warfare, because I had already raced a season in a rock bouncer when I had my Razor. So we were down in Clyde's doing something. We were probably working on an Old Yellow, or went down there to order some RCV axles for Old Yellow, whatever it was me and Nick were doing. No, I take that back. I do remember exactly now. I went down there with my Uncle Chris, and I think he was doing a set of gears or something in a Jeep for Clyde, and he took me for a ride in Clyde's 900 XP, and it was like, you know, the only side-by-sides I've ever ridden in were Kawasaki Mule or a Yamaha Rhino, you know, farm equipment, basically.
Yep.
He put me in this 900, and we go drifting in circles through this, you know, the field out behind Clyde's shop and around the gravel parking lot. And it was like a Ferrari, you know, because it was the baddest side-by-side on the market at the time. And I was hooked. They go fast, they handle well, they climb stuff. And I bought my 900, and I've just always, I'm still probably to this day, even though I haven't even rode that one yet. I bought it a few weeks ago, probably from Jerry Gray that owns the Rooster Buggy.
Yep.
And we haven't even had a chance to trail ride it. I don't know. I just love them. The fast or sporty, you know. I'm not one of those that downs a rock crawler because I rock bounce.
Yeah.
Like if I had bukus of money, I would have a Jesse Haynes moon buggy. You know what I'm saying? Single seater with the portal Toyota axles and stuff, and rear engine. You know, all the stuff with cutting brakes. I'd have one of those. I'd have a single seat bouncer for racing, a 2-seat bouncer for trail riding, you know, backup rig, whatever. But I just like the variety. I like comfort.
There's no way to have one
rig that does
one
everything.
rig that does it all. No.
I actually got out of side-by-sides for about 3.5-4 years now.
Yeah.
Which I haven't raced them since 16, I think. I've been to a few events and participated, but literally just a couple since then. I had one we trail rode and stuff, but they just was so much upkeep and maintenance that I went back to my Toyota buggy because it's just old, faithful, dependable, do whatever you need to do, and pretty much get you home every time.
Yep.
And I've seen a lot of progression in the market on the UTVs, and parts getting bigger and stronger, and I've just been hearing a lot better results out of them. So we need something to get around at the parks and stuff. And I figured I'd try it again. So, and then I stepped out of my zone. I was always diehard Polaris turbo, 900. I had a 900 platform with an Apex motor in it and all the stuff. It was a Razor Sharp Customs buggy, loose cannon that Justin Frazier built me. And I blew the 900 motor up at Hot Springs. Me and a buddy of mine, Patrick Gooch, woke up one morning and decided to leave and go to Hot Springs, and go riding. And I heard about this hill. It's called C15. And apparently, when you enter the bottom of the hill, it tells you to turn around, you're going the wrong way. They typically use it as an exit to go down, and they put your winch cable over the roof of the buggy to a tree behind you and lower the buggy down the ledge because it's so steep and such a tall ledge, you'd flip backwards trying to climb it. And of course, when I heard that, I was like, oh no, it's climbable, we're going to go find it. Well, I wasn't really sure I had found it. Charles Little, that used to help with all the recovery, that had the Jimmy's buggy and the red one with the flames on it. He used to help come to all the races and do the winch and recovery, kind of like Keith Toolman does.
Yep.
He was at the park, and I had the front tires, like huge ledge. You go up it, and it's like this big loose pull to another ledge. I done made it up that, and I stopped, cut my Razor off, and we were working on getting Gooch's Razor to the top, up to where I was, and he took this tumble off of it, and I bet he flipped. I bet it was 150 feet back down this hill, like probably 10 rolls almost. There was tires laying off this thing, like out in the weeds, like he destroyed his Razor. And I jumped back in mine and was like, well, there's no turning around and coming back down this where I'm sitting. So I made it through all this stuff, and like literally it was hung the tires over the front ledge, and it scattered the motor. And so I called Charles and told him, come get us. And I explained to him where we were, and he's like, that's C15. I was like, I kind of thought it was just by the looks, but so that we ended up finding it. And I guess I kind of climbed it, and I blew that motor up. Then I went to the Apex motor. I didn't like the clutching. I just didn't like the power range and where the power came in on the Apex. You just had to drive it too wide open, and there was no power down low, and it just don't fit my driving style. So I sold all that, and I was like, I told Nick, I said, it ain't gonna move again until it has a turbo motor in it, and I did that. And got rid of it for a rock bouncer. When Nick, made some changes, and it was pretty much up to me. If I wanted to keep racing, I had to figure it out myself. And I actually traded loose cannon to Roland Kirkus for college fund, which was Force. I think it was Force's buggy, the red and white one. And he gave me the buggy, turnkey, race ready, and a handful of cash for my Razor buggy. And I took that and bought a wide open design buggy that was at Clyde's shop for a long time, that Dan Hunyadi and Camp Crocker, I think, were partners in building. And something happened there. They never finished it. So I bought it. Got it home, got to looking at the chassis and stuff, and just realized it wasn't going to fit what I wanted to do. And Justin Holt was already building Modern Warfare for us at the time. And him and Nick were pressuring me to let him build me a buggy, And I was like, I can't afford to, start over from another chassis and all the stuff. And, Justin said he would sponsor me if I could just supply the material, all the stuff. So we took and I posted the chassis for sale. I got like 8,500 out of it with I think with the link arms, sway bar, and a few other things that were just intricate to that chassis that I didn't need to keep because they didn't fit anything we were going to build. And took that money, bought all the material and some other parts, and we built Liberty 1. And that's kind of when I really got out of Razors. I had a little 800 to ride, and I got tired of that thing. It was every time I turned around, it was something, and I didn't even, and you can even ask the wife, I didn't treat that Razor like I did my racing Razor and my buggy. Like, I actually just trail rode. I mean, we'd go fast and drift turns on the gravel roads, but I wasn't out there full on hill killing it. And it was still, it either quit charging or do this or do that, and I just got sick of it. And I don't know, got a wild hair, bought a Can-Am not too long ago. We'll see how it works. Paul Wolf Ironman's everything in the same car, and it just seems to take it. So, which, I mean, I know it's got a lot of aftermarket support. Paul maintenances it a lot and everything, but it still speaks for itself. So that's when I worked up the nerve to step out of my comfort zone and what I know. I didn't even know that thing had not electric power steering, but adjustable power steering. I was at a race complaining about it. I was like, this thing's hard to steer. And Paul's like, have you adjusted the power steering? And I was like, what? So he reached in there and starts pushing buttons and made it a whole lot better. And I was like, well, there you go. And, I can build a Razor pretty much with my eyes closed, take it apart and reassemble it. I worked on them so much when I was racing them. And I literally bought this Can-Am and didn't know it had a 3-cylinder engine until I started. Naturally I like big power and stuff, and I want more power out of that thing. So I'm looking up turbos and manifolds and all this stuff, and I'm like, why does it have 3 ports? So I called Jack Porter one day, and I was like, is X3's 3-cylinder? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, Clyde, is your Can-Am 3-cylinder? And you hear Clyde in the background, yeah. And I was like, wow. Didn't even know that. So, but other than that, right now it's not a race rig.
No comment.
I do have a few companies that said they wanted to talk to me about some parts, so we'll see where it goes. I'm gonna talk to CA Technologies. Probably RCV. RCV already takes care of me on my axles and stuff. They've got me a discount set up, so I may talk to them about, digging a little deeper into that. Seeing if we can get a good platform, because it's really, Jake Pike brought it to my attention. you know, I had no intentions of racing that thing, and right now I still really don't.
Yeah.
But it was, Jake was like, why aren't you racing the Bounty Series? And I'm like, why? You know, I was like, that's already a full day of racing with a bouncer, you know, much less adding that on top of it.
Right.
He's like, you get to pre-run the hills before you race them in a rock bouncer. And I was like, that could be beneficial. So depending on kind of where it goes, sponsorships and stuff, I'm not just going to go spend $1 bajillion on it like I did my last razor.
Yeah.
With it, you know, full-on intention of just getting out there and making it happen. But, you know, I guess if stuff just starts falling into place and it seems like it's meant to be, I may give side-by-sides a whirl again. But
Chris, what are you about to do?
Getting ready to ride with Dennis Anderson and King Slane. We're gonna try to get him to do some extra tricks in there.
Are you gonna give him some pointers?
Most definitely.
He might need some pointers.
Yeah. He's not got the experience that I've got, I don't think, but maybe. We'll see. Very excited. Appreciate Dennis and King Slane coming out here and doing this for the fans and spectators and everything. Zach Garner won a little pool tournament last night and gave me his ticket for it, so I'm very grateful to Zach Garner for that.
Good for you, Chris. Have fun, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Tickling. We're ready for the good stuff now. For the last two, let's have fun. This is what everybody's been talking about. Let's let it rip. Hey, chill.
The National Rock Racing Association was asked to manage the hill climb event at the first ever Visions Off-Road. It was invite only, so it attracted some of the biggest names in rock bouncing. The competition was intense, the payouts were huge, the action was epic.
With a piece in my hand and bloodshot eyes, I walked to the water for a last goodbye. He begged so much, it clouded my mind. One thing's clear, the man's gotta die. Might makes right, so he said, when he held all the keys over our head. I lived in that grip, but now he'll learn at the end with the tables turned. Lord, forgive me. Take me on down the river where the guilt can't find a red-handed sinner. On where the grave can't cry out, 'cause I done wrong. Down the river with a hand on a Colt and a finger on the trigger. And long before dawn they try to find me. So take me on down. Take me on down. Well, I sank that body by the riverbank, caught a boat south, took off like a hurricane. With spotlights, dogs, yeah, the whole 9 yards. Of breathing down my neck and breathing hard. 2 weeks in a wild chase across the highways, mountains, over 7 states. Found a man at the harbor, said that he could take me across the ocean somewhere far away. Lord, forgive me. Take me on down the river where the kids can't find a red-handed sinner. On where the grave can cry out, 'cause I done wrong. Down the river with a hand on a Colt and a finger on the trigger. And long before dawn they try to find me. So take me on down.
up and moving forward, making progress. And I think we should bring home a win today. Good luck to Jake Pike, Adam Cuts, all the other drivers. Let's let the best bring it out the top.
Are you giving them good luck? Are they racing for second place?
No, just good old, modest, humble, good luck.
All right, well listen, if there's anywhere on this course you're worried about, where would it be? Not worried at all, not even the water don't bother you?
No, sir. I've got my breather tucked way back up under the buggy beside me. It's pretty protected all the way around, and luckily in all my other racing I haven't had any trouble out of water splashes with my fuel injection and breather set up. So it's just going to be up to me. I know the buggy will do everything it needs to do. I just got to keep it on all four and keep it fast and consistent.
That first ledge over there, Jimmy had a little bit of a hiccup. Jonathan had to kind of get through it. Charlie rolled right up. What's going on over there? Can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to do?
Yes, sir. Earlier walking the hills, I mean, I walk the hills with Timmy. There's a good foot and a half of just like shell rock layered together. I mean, you kick it away with your foot, and you know, I think unfortunate for Timmy in his drawing, being so early in his run, it was still a good tall ledge, and each run it's getting knocked down, and I think it's going to play a favor for a driver, you know, midfield into the pack. You know, each run I think it's going to get faster and faster as long as nobody digs it out real deep.
All right, well y'all heard it here first. Danny is ready to go. Let's do it.
Jake Pike first on the left, Danny Smith third on the right. What do you guys think about these hills? They came out, blasted these hills. What has blasting done to change these hills? Both of y'all have raced a lot on the at this place. What do you think?
They moved some serious amounts of earth. Like I mean, they took 8 foot off some of the hills, and it's gone.
That's huge.
Created a handful of new ledges for us. Some of them are probably lucky bounce climbs only. Lots of loose slough in the bottom of them, which can play to your benefit depending on where you run. These buggies get up there and they're spinning, or if they're not committed enough to just one shot a ledge and they play on it, they may blow it out and fill in a worse ledge below, or easier, and make it a highway.
They changed it, and
it can change so much in between everybody's runs.
And naturally, erosion.
Yeah.
From here on out, all this is going to change so much more.
Yeah.
Every time we're back, it'll be different.
Definitely. Any changes in tires, tire pressures, anything like that? Are you guys cutting rocks? Look at this. Look, all this is rock, y'all. This is just a freaking rock ledge.
Yeah, we go hard on the tire pressure. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no sense in cutting tires out here.
Lots of tire pressure. Definitely big tires.
Yep.
No little light tires.
Yep, absolutely. We saw a couple of hard wrecks with the UTVs because they are incorporating part of the short course track. What do you guys think of that?
Driver error.
Driver.
Honestly.
Yep.
Not one of them I seen land on the front tires.
Oh, now we have first,
There we go.
second, and third. Adam Coots joining us here.
Hi there.
Adam, what do you think about these new hills and such?
Long.
Long? You like that?
A lot of places to mess up. You're not used to, huh?
Yep. Yep. Miss Ava sneaking in back there.
Yep.
Ava started racing this race too. All right, y'all, listen, Bouncer family right here. We thank you guys so much for joining us. Good luck today.
Thank you. If I didn't have something big planned for Saturday, I'd be on the starting line right
Got all
now.
kinds of excuses.
Listen, Dennis said you got all kinds of. So listen, Saturday, maybe after everything, we'll put a few lights up. If the truck's together, will you get this hill?
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
You heard it here first, Mr. Anderson.
All right, I'm following your truck, Joey. So you start it first, and I'll follow you up the hill. Get in your rig. I'm following you. Hey, y'all heard it from the man.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh.
Woo!
Looks like a switch. Come on, man! Up.
Yeah, how many we got?
Up. Wesley, there. Up. 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 This man right here. I don't know these two. Come on, you win it. Up. Come on, let's go, let's go. Up, up, down and up. Ready, get in sync. All right, go forward.
Coming in first place, getting that big trophy, a guy who has been killing it on the podium for the last month. I think he's been nonstop crushing it. Danny Smith.
First and foremost, I want to thank the good Lord above, my wife, my family, some of my best friends that come out here and support me, all my sponsors, everybody that's out here racing, helping, fans, spectators, Jason in the park. We wouldn't have a sport if it wasn't for each and every one of y'all standing here. We thank y'all. It's been a hot, long week. It's the best event I've ever been to, and I look forward to next year. Do it again.
Yeah. Give him a hand.
Let's look straight at him.
We kicked the second half of the year off at Hawk Pride Off-Road Park. The points chase was close. Timmy Cameron was in first, but Danny was hot on his heels.
So basically what he's doing is prepping ahead of the next one and flying home and flying back, so it's just pretty awesome. He had some guy come and put new C's on his bucket in my shop the other day.
Thank you for the
Sunday to let him get that done, but you know, it's just really cool to see West Coast people finally coming over here. They've been talking about it for a while, so you know, we got a few of us that go over to the West Coast for King of the Hammers once a year, but next I think Maddie Moon and Jason Moon are going to try to get a couple, 2-3 more races this year too.
Melissa Robertson.
Melissa Robertson, they really enjoyed it. They really enjoy what we do, and maybe at some point we can get a true West Coast option going on.
Yeah.
Part of that.
rest of the season would be a battle. There would be no room for mistakes. No letting off the gas now.
You got a cable? Top the tire.
Here, hold on. Yeah, there, come on. Hold on. Go back. All right.
Hey, and it was like rooster tail, 450 feet.
I wasn't going to give up, though. I was right there. Cable Hill moments.
I'm going to say mine would be the time back when Showtime won the red buggy. Me and a buddy of mine come up through there wide open and broke the inner sea off. That was definitely a wild moment for sure. Which Cable Hills, I've had a bunch of wild moments on Cable Hill.
I was about to say.
The time on Game Changer when it
That's what I was about to say.
stuffed and pirouetted and come back down. And
Olympic dismount.
time to slap back when we first started racing, hit the master kill with my elbow.
Yep.
But those have been some of my wildest moments on Cable Hill, I'd say, most likely.
What about you, Danny?
It don't get no better than Cable Hill. There's not another hill that'll hold you in the groove like Cable. You just come at it wide open, you know, and most people don't realize it. You don't turn left because it pulls you left. You just feather it right a little and just hold it and, you know, pedal it when you need to. But Cable is an accomplishment. If you climb a wet Cable Hill in a decent time, it's an accomplishment for the best driver. As many times as me and Timmy hit it, he's hit it probably 100 more times than I have. It's still a good feeling to climb Cable Hill because it is never the same replicated hit every time. I'm gonna say, other than my first time ever hitting it, one-shotting it, that was pretty epic because I was really new in the sport. Bobby Tanner winning at Grey Rock, dude, that's a run that'll probably never be topped. I'm talking about, I don't know if he could see what he was doing, but he sure looked like it. I know my neck wouldn't allow me to see what I was doing if I was driving.
That's right,
Ain't no way. But and Cable Hill just don't get no better than that. It's good no matter what.
Next up, Rush Springs Ranch. We were headed out west for the third race in the Central Series. At this point, every hill counts. Every second, every point.
Start clipping on out of dozer. What about the
He was like looking for something, cooking dinner last night. He was like, oh, hey.
Oh, I worked on something. But y'all heard that. I was cooking dinner last night. I worked on something in the fucking house. As soon as I set that motherfucker on the counter, I come back for it, that motherfucker be gone.
There'll be like books and stuff on the counter. There'll be all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, this is considered.
What, Danny, what do you think about running 14th? Your order?
I like it, it ain't first. I don't know, sometimes I like last, as long as it don't, somebody don't dig the hill out. And I'm running my wore out tires. I see a lot of people show up with fresh tires. Oh, look at this. Like, whole lug's falling off. I think it's an advantage. It's more leading edges grabbing the ground. At least that's the story we're gonna stick with.
One of them got silicone in it.
Yes, it does. I don't remember which one it is. Was that Visions we were on the way to? We put silicone in one of the cuts?
He went over to the window in the bedroom and he was like,
They're coming.
do you see it? They're there. Do you see it?
Well, I tell you, I told you. You buried this shit?
He just stood up and came before.
One day there's going to actually be somebody at our house. We'd be like, Danny, go back to sleep.
I told Nick one night with, I think we're at Rush. I sat up in the bed. Nick sneezed. You know, Nick's night owl. He said, he sneezed. He said, I sat up in the bed, looked at him, and said, you shooting at me? He said, he looked at me and said, take your ass back to bed. He said, I'll be right back down.
All right, you are watching the CA Technologies CRRS number 3, presented by Rad Flow Shocks. We're at Rush Springs Ranch in Pineville, Missouri.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah, you about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't ever going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On the road, here we go.
Doing this for like 75 years.
Definitely
He
better
knows
to have
the
that
wheels.
on this course.
Okay, he like literally before they had wheels. got knocked third. Number 4 is handle number 1 on hill 1.
Oh yeah, feel like NASCAR. Dale, how's the car feeling?
Danny, you're sitting in 3rd place right now. I didn't sort it yet.
Huh?
I kid. I kid.
Oh, scared
He was
me.
about to have a heart attack.
I was like, they've been lying to me this whole time.
Great job to all the drivers today. Thanks for all the spectators coming out. It's hot, it's dry, it's dusty. Great park, great hills, great course. Clyde and the crew did a great job. Can't do without all my sponsors. And these two gentlemen beside me, they push me every race. They're fast, they're hard drivers, and hard drivers to beat. Had 2 good runs, unfortunately caught a flag, bad bounce. First time for everything. Still grateful to be here. And thank everybody for helping me. Good Lord above, my wife, family, love everybody. Thank y'all.
Danny Smith, what is the first rock bouncer you ever drove?
I guess Old Yella. Yeah. Nick Kortenberg bought it and put me in it. I won the 2013 Southeast Side-by-Side Championship at Chakalaka, and it was my first race ever in a Razor. My Razor was brand new. We had just got the cage and stuff put on it down at Clyde's shop, and Nick Kortenberg, you know, that's my best man, whole 9 yards. He's like, I'm putting you in a rock bouncer. I'm like, whatever. He surprised me one day. I was out there boo-hooing like a little girl. I heard a big motor fire up, what I thought was big then, I guess, and I walk outside. Our neighbor at our shop we had, BJ, he's always into big Mustangs and stuff, so I figured, man, BJ got a new car or something, you know, I'm gonna go check it out. Walk outside, Old Yella's sitting out there, my dad, all my buddies, everybody standing around, you know, to see my reaction, and the rest is history. We've been running hard ever since. I'm 6 or 7 years, 8 years strong now, however long it's been, but haven't missed a season. I've missed a few races the last couple seasons, just life happening. It wasn't because I wanted to, but it's part of it, and it's been great.
Story is they were loading some equipment. The equipment had some concrete, dry concrete on it. Danny asked one of his hands, one of his helpers, to come clean this up, and I think it just goes to show the leader that Danny is. You know, he asked his young helper to come start, and now Danny's over here helping him out or doing it himself. So no job too small. Attributes
attributes of a good leader right here, gentlemen.
We set out to wrap up the regular season at Bikini Bottoms. Little did we know this race would have a profound effect on everybody.
What is up, everybody? Good morning and welcome to RCV Performance SRRS number 3, presented by Spider Off-Road. We are at Bikini Bottoms Off-Road Park in Dyersburg, Tennessee.
What?
What?
Who?
Wes.
What?
See, this is why I showed up.
Yeah.
We just heard on the radios that Wes Keene is racing for Trent Ratcliffe right now.
After an intense 6 months of recovery, Wes Keene made his return to racing.
We got Danny right there on the hill, ready for any help.
He ended up breaking an axle, but his return would carry us for the rest of the year.
Copy Whiskey, NRRA, clock is hot.
You think you're tough? Let's go talk to Wes. Come on, baby. You gotta get that right bounce. That.
Hey, Dad.
Do the right thing. Go kid, do the
Coming in second place today, Mr. The Danny Smith.
Hey, be careful, for real.
Oh, God. I didn't hit any flags today. How about that? First and foremost, I want to thank the good Lord above. I want to thank my wife, my family, all the spectators, friends, Clyde and the crew, Bob, the park, putting on a great event, coming out, bearing the elements like Timmy said. It was a great day of racing, fast. I like these courses, Clyde. Getting longer, just a lot more to it. And it was a great day, did the best I could, landed us here, and now for the real winner. Look at that shaft. I like it all the way. Oh, wrong kind of,
you said shaft.
Wrong kind of shaft, my guy.
What? We're just talking about shafts.
Babe, come look at my shaft. Nick, are you looking at my Nick, are you under there looking at my shaft?
I was. Totally checking out your shaft.
Ready? Yeah, we're ready. I like Wes, dude. He's always pretty quiet, but he's an animal. You know, he is mean with anything with a motor.
What do you think about him returning so fast?
I think dude's an absolute beast. Like, I knew he was a beast before the accident. And then he just proved that he's that much more of a beast after the accident. Like, hands down, I mean, I think he is. There's a lot of talent in the sport, but I think Wes Keene is the most natural, just badass behind the steering wheel of a rock bouncer, period. You know, I've seen him do some stuff. When I would have turned the wheel to the right to make a save, Wes turned left and rode it out, and it's like he knew that the buggy wasn't going over, you know. And it's like, I was thinking to myself, it was Bridgeport, Texas, when he ran up there, the one where we kind of jump up the big wall where the big rock is, where they stand and film and stuff.
Yeah.
His buggy kind of same spot John Allen flipped off of. The buggy went up and went right, and he was like riding the crest of that hill around the hill one, I guess, where the exit was. Dude, it's got to be every bit in the 60 to 70 degree range. And he's just riding this edge, and he just turns the wheel left and throttles it, and like literally comes right back out where he needed to, and, you know, laid down a crazy run and held it together. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, yeah, I'm not as good as I thought I was, because I would have turned right and came back down the hill and, you know, saved it from flipping. Or what I would have thought I was doing, because apparently I guess it wouldn't have flipped, or at least his buggy didn't. But I don't know. I've seen him do stuff on dirt bikes that is about blown my mind. I don't know if something was wrong with his buggy, or he just wanted to try it on something else, but he jumped on his 450 Honda dirt bike at Blue Holler the first time we tried that $10,000 Bounty Hill 6 years ago now, and he made it further on the right side, I think, pretty much than anybody in a rock bouncer did on a daggum dirt bike, you know, on boulders and stuff. Just threw a helmet on, daggum t-shirt and some blue jeans, and I was like, what's he doing? He was gone, you know, and jumped halfway up the hill and landed and started spinning, you know, made it a little bit further and had to jump off the side of it and hold it, you know. But it's awesome. It definitely stirred my emotions up when he got back in that bouncer, and, you know, especially climbed Fable. The teary eyes came, and then he completed the run. The tears were there. Yeah. You know, and then to hear that he had the fastest pass, you know, current to his run was just, man, it was awesome to watch. It was just...
The Beagles?
Don't you have some in there on the mantle there? Or did you bring it down here? Paul Wolf been begging me to come racing side by side. See how fast I actually am.
Well.
Oh, I think I'm washed up.
He don't want no.
I know Paul's fast, but.
I don't know how to operate this thing. It changes all them colors up. There it goes. Just have to be careful when you're taking it off the transfer thing. I think you got masking tape. Stick to the white.
Oh, that's my own bottle of water. I'll take one. One down there. I think there's some closed up in the glass case over there. There's one down there too.
I saw it, yeah, that's what I was.
That's 2 trophies.
Yeah.
That's the Arbo's bracket buster. I won it. Won it with a broker in. Broker in opinion. That's what we do with the panels every time I rebuild them and get a new wrap. I wash them and hang them on the wall. Look here. We're going to try to change that. Zach Garner stuck that. Clyde had an extra one last year, and Zach stuck that on my buggy. He said, I know you're going to peel it off, but I had to. I was like, I ain't peeling that off. There's no what you do to glue it to the thing. No, that's another one of the Windrocks, the Euro 1.
Visions ones are pretty nice.
That is my first, no, that's Dirty Turtle. That is the first year I ever raced and won. I won the 2013 Southeast Side-by-Side Championship. First race I ever entered. I think that might be the only outlaw race I've ever raced.
Somebody that came out of the mud hole and doing what he's doing now, he's really surprised. That's all he knew was smoking. Tearing shit up.
That's all I still do.
Destroying stuff.
Give him a hug.
In the car.
This monster truck. Want to drive it?
Get in there, boy.
Watch your head for it. Stand up, son.
Where's that steering wheel?
Oh, I thought it was pink. Oh, I was like, I just saw it. Stand up, buddy.
Does that make it better?
Stand up. Vroom, vroom.
You put your hands on it. Charlie, look at me. Look at me, buddy. There you go. Look at me, Charlie. Charlie, look at me.
I do the same thing every time I get it.
Danny has amazing support at home.
Hello.
His family,
Hey.
friends, all got behind
Where are
him.
y'all headed?
And all were excited to see Danny chase his dreams.
Y'all ain't headed west, are you?
We're headed east.
East to where? The race is in the west. Y'all going the wrong way.
I know. I told. It's raining in the west, Dad.
Rain ain't never hurt nobody.
We wish we were headed west. We
Come
could
on.
turn this van around and go west, but it's fine.
I like what Gail's thinking.
Do what?
I said I like what you're thinking.
Hey, we're gonna be rooting for you. We're gonna be watching it too.
Thank y'all. I got to change more. I got all kinds of work to do. I love y'all.
Okay, love you too. You have a good time.
Y'all be
Have
careful.
fun.
We will. Bye.
That's hot. That is hot.
See anybody down there? See anybody walking up there?
Not really.
You don't need to see nobody.
That's my guy right there. How you doing, buddy? What do you think he's looking for?
You heard a race or something was happening? Final, some guy going to win a championship or something?
What?
A race car driver.
What's up, babe? What's up?
How are you?
Good. So that bubblegum foot pie, bro?
Better than jackhammer like gold.
What we got there? A little love?
Letters from the fam.
Oh.
Oh. No, I can read that. My handwriting's worse than that.
Good job.
Thank y'all.
Good job.
here. It's a lot more of a challenge here. I'm ready to start.
Where's that?
What happened there?
Good, that's what I wanted to do.
Such a sad music.
See?
Why is it sad?
Oh, they're pretty good rain all day.
That's me.
That's dangerous.
Looks like you guys are flying.
You guys have had a crazy year as you guys got married.
We got married this year.
Just tell
This has been like.
This has been 10 years in one.
Yeah.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's
This
go.
has been the absolute craziest year.
It has. It's about to get crazier because
Yep.
we're going to finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Won Visions. I mean, you've been very successful this year. So.
It's been up and down, up and down. We've had a lot of bad stuff happen this year, but we've had good stuff happen. We got married.
If there were no bad, there wouldn't be anything to be called good.
That's right.
But
That's right.
it's been a whirlwind for sure.
I mean, what does it cost you guys to be where you're at right now? I mean, we're leaving for finals, but more than money though. It's cost more than that. I know that.
You
I know that.
sacrifice time with family, events, birthdays, weddings, just get-togethers, concerts where all your buddies are
Couple
going.
shower
Yeah,
for my best friend. I was there. You didn't go. We were actually hosting it together. I told him, I was like, I understand you have a race. Anyway,
But forgiveness to be able to do that that's a lot. That's a
all
heavy.
my friends have been very supportive. They know what I put into it, and they know what it means to me. It's been great. Shout out to all my sponsors. So many people stand behind me and help me, and I just absolutely couldn't do it without them. And it's been great. I've been at this a long time, and to go to finals and come from second place and make it happen and get my name on that cup, to be the first to dethrone Tim Cameron. Will this be his 7th time on the cup or 6th if he wins it? It'll be his 7th. That's huge, because I remember when Timmy first started racing. If I'm not mistaken, Clyde could probably correct me if I'm wrong. He said, "I want my name on that cup 5 times in a row and I'll quit." And he ain't quit. We ain't quit. Ain't none of us quitting. And the man's the GOAT. Timmy's the man. I went from watching YouTube videos and I was climbing hills and doing stuff, but I wasn't in bouncers, and I was in big samurais and whatever any of my buddies would let me drive. And Nick stepped out on a limb, put me in a bouncer, and the rest is history to where I'm at. And I wouldn't change it for the world. I went from wanting to go trail riding in Hill Kill with Timmy Cameron and Bobby Tanner and all the stuff to being really good friends with all of them, and competing with them and being neck and neck with trying to win a championship. And that's the goal. Go in Mid-America tomorrow. You just stay positive and stay confident, do what I know how to do, and hope for the best. That's all I can do. It's tough competition out there. We all want it just as bad as another, and it's a mind game. Keep your head straight. Know that you know what you're doing. Have faith in yourself, faith in your rig, and know that the good Lord's always got your best interest at heart. And get after it. That's all I can do.
Good deal. All right, y'all. Well, this has been great. Thank you so much. Good luck, Danny.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Yeah. Belle's hanging out right now.
I'm not sure what you ate, but
They're not spoiled at all. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
You go to bed?
We were back in Mid-America. It would all come down to these next 2 days.
one's done. Run one. How'd it go?
It's real loose coming out of the hole. I stood down on the throttle. You okay, girl? I stood down on the throttle pretty hard, and I realized it was costing me time. It was spinning real hard, so I backed down out of the throttle. I could feel it hook up and move. You know, get to moving faster, get some more traction. Went to drive, and because I didn't want to have too much gearing and get a little too excited on the throttle, endo or overshoot my jump. Come into the moguls good. I don't think it could have went any smoother through the moguls. I was in drive through there, and I tried a little line. I wanted to get over to the right side of. These are almost like giant moguls. It's a small section of them, but they're real spread out and real deep and big. I wanted to get to the right side, so I had one big hit and basically one small hit, and I was out of them instead of 3 big hits. I didn't jump the jump. I went fast as I could towards the jump and kind of checked the brake and rolled down into it to try to keep my momentum. The little rhythm section down there, I don't really think I could have done it any better. I could have risked it, got out of control a little bit and maybe been a little faster through there, but the big goal was to keep it on the ground. We got 4 hills. You know, I can progressively push harder through the rest of the weekend on the hills, and I got taller gearing than some buggies out here. I noticed Timmy was getting close to the rev limiter through the tabletop sections and the little rolls through there, whatever you want to call them. So I tried to gain some ground up there and drive. Super wet and sloppy. I had stuff all in my eyes. I was driving one-handed a good percentage of the course. The uphill was a little squirrely. The ruts are getting deep, and the buggy was trying to, you know, walk in and out of them. So I couldn't get it hooked up and just get a good straight pull up the hill like I wanted. May have lost a little time there. I felt good on the downhill. Took a pretty big chunk of mud in the eye coming across the creek, and I was able to pull it back one and kind of guard my face with my left hand, get lined up for the Yukon gear and axle hill, and everything went smooth as could be for the rest of the run. Good jump, good finish. I think I'm sitting in second for hill 1. You know, that brings me up. Timmy gained a few points on me for that hill, but like I said, we got 3 hills, battling for a championship. There's a lot of pressure. Could take one mistake, one rollover for Timmy, one parts failure, and I stay consistent and fast, and I can come around him and take this championship home.
Yeah, buggy's in good shape?
Buggy's in great shape.
Yep.
I put a little more compression in the rear end. It visions. I come off that last tabletop before the turn for our first hill, and it bottomed out pretty hard on me, hurt my back, and I still laid down the winning run that day on that particular hill, but I didn't want to experience that brutal hit to my back again, and I made a last-minute decision to throw some more compression in the back of the buggy, and I could tell a big difference. It really helped, so we'll stick with it. I think I'm gonna leave it alone for now, and just watch the hills as the day goes on and see if I feel I need to make any changes. Well, I'm pretty early in the pack on the next run. Got some big ledges to climb, and I think they're going to run the mega trucks. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to really study hill 2 and see where I think I need to put some tires, and you know, when I need to get down on the throttle, gear placement, everything's critical on these big ledges. They're not ledges you can just stuff the buggy into and, you know, jump up it and keep forward momentum. So it's going to take a good strategy and keep your head right and not get overly excited and just hold it together on hill 2.
Okay, good luck, Dan.
Looking like Danny Smith. He's on track for a decent time. He needs to stay in it. The Danny Smith, come on down.
At the end of day 1, Tim Cameron was still the points leader.
Danny's in second for points right now. Him and Tim got their own little race bouncing back and forth. Either one of them has a DQ. They are definitely out. It's probably one of the most important races you'll see of the weekend right now thus far. Like I said, if he doesn't beat Tim, his shots at number one pretty much go out the window. Right here. Go on, Danny. You gotta stay in it if you're gonna win. Come on, come on. You can't let out. You can't give up. You gotta keep your head on right. I know you got one tire flat, so I'm gonna take the other three. Come on.
With that run, Tim Cameron mathematically would win the championship. All he would have to do is go on and complete Hill 4. Danny had an amazing season. He was successful in so many ways. A great ambassador for the sport.
On the line, we got Timmy Cameron. If he wrecks between here and that hill, Danny Smith will win or breaks. So we got a chance, guys. Ready, 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 go! Smith's on the line next. Y'all better pay attention.
People's Choice Award that is very appropriately given. It goes to Wes King.
Guys, coming in second, y'all probably already know, like I said, this thing is getting so awesome and closer to knocking off and when taking first and getting another name on that cup that looks like a broken freaking record is Danny Smith. Danny was absolutely brilliant, guys. I don't know about y'all, but between Wes, Danny, Timmy, Brandon, Jake, I mean, we have so much talent. Justin, getting his sea legs and really becoming a competitor. I can't wait for next season.
First and foremost, as usual, the good Lord above, my wife, my family, my friends, all my sponsors, Clyde and the crew, and all the parks we go to, all the park owners, bringing all this together. It's great. And each and every one of these drivers out here, they're a challenge to beat. It's hard, it's mental, it's physical, and I enjoy it, and I look forward to next year. Thanks to each and every one of my sponsors that helped me pull this off. Couldn't do it without y'all. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all next year.
Thank you.
From all of us at the NRRA, we want to thank Danny for being a part of the 2021 season.
Thank you.